Okay, so go ahead and come to a comfortable seat. If you're watching this on Zoom, have an extra chair available, or a desk, or a piece of furniture, even a piece of wall in front of you. We will do some downward dogs later, but to get started, let's go ahead and just come forward in our chair. So really pressing down into your sit bones. So you can peek down at your feet. Just make sure that you're seeing your knees landing over your ankles. And then let's do a little shoulder warming up, but a little different than what we sometimes do. So find a little external rotation at that shoulder socket. So your arms are kind of gently turning out. You can feel your shoulder blades squeeze into each other. So in a sense, we're just in this classic Tadasana position, this mountain pose, this nice mountain pose. You're gonna keep those shoulders squeezing in. As you inhale, you're just gonna squeeze your shoulders up around your ears, and then exhale, release. Good, inhale, lifting the shoulders up, so kind of creating that tension. Exhale, release. Do about 10 of these, and you're just kind of slowly moving with the breath. I think I'm at about 6 here, so a few more. Good, and when you're done with that 9th or 10th round, go ahead and just release the arms down by your sides. And just sitting tall, feel those shoulders balanced over your sit bones. Let's bring the hands to the thighs here. Allow your eyelids to close. Take a nice deep inhale through your nose. Open your mouth, sigh the breath out, ha. Smooth, full, deep inhale. Let the breath go, ha. Do that 2 more times, just at your pace, your rhythm. And then you can seal your lips. Start to inhale through your nose, and then also exhale through your nose. You might be finding your Ujjayi breath, so constricting the sides of your throat, creating that soft rush of air in the back of your throat. Some days that can feel a little too intense, a little too heated. If that's where you're at today, just keep that inhale and exhale through your nose nice and easy. You're bringing your attention to that sound of your breath. You're using this breath as a tool to help you quiet and focus. Another moment or two here, just soaking up this stillness. Might be the first time today you've had a moment to just pause and check in. Good. So from here, gently blink your eyes open. Let's release the arms by our sides now, and then just give them the more classic little roll out. And you can just pay attention to how the shoulders are feeling, how the neck is feeling. Usually a lot of tension gets carried around there. You can start to roll forward. And let's roll back again. And then you can return your hands to your thighs. And then from here, let's move into some cat-cow. So as you inhale, you're gonna rock forward on your sit bones. You're gonna start to arch in your lumbar. As you exhale, you go in the opposite direction, rounding in, chin towards chest. You're gonna feel a little stretch in your neck as well. And then continuing like this, just finding this nice rhythm. And for you, you might feel like you need to move a little faster today. You might feel like you want to move a little slower. Just check in, see where you're at. If you'd like to start to add your arms here, maybe you stretch your right arm forward and up, and then release it down as you exhale, and then you can do that opposite arm. And you can always be mindful about adding, new variation into the mix. Some days it feels good, some days it doesn't. If it's not feeling good today, just skip it. If you'd like to add both arms for a few rounds, you're welcome to do so. Good. If you're alternating arms, just go ahead and finish up on that left side. And then let's come back to a nice tall seat here. So feeling those shoulder heads press back, shoulder blades are squeezing in towards each other. You're sitting nice and tall, balancing the shoulders over the sit bones. And you might even do another peek down at your feet. Just make sure that they're still about hip distance apart, that your knees are over your ankles. Let's release the arms down again by our sides. And we're going to just do a little side to side flow here. So inhale, take that left arm up and over. And exhale, release down. And inhale, right arm up and over. And again, you just find this idea of little vinyasa, little flow. And you notice, you check in with your your energetic level today. You're feeling a little lethargic, you could move a little faster. If you're feeling a little anxious, perhaps you slow things down. All right, so the next time you're leaning off to the right, let's hang out there, few breaths. Both shoulders are heavy. And maybe just think about putting a little more weight into that left sit bone as well. And then this is optional here. If you wanted to do a little like core work, some little mini crunches, you might bring your right hand to your right thigh. Bend your left elbow so you're kind of cradling your neck. And then let's inhale, open up to the left. And then exhale, just round down towards that right knee. Inhale, lift. You can always try something out. And then if you're like, ugh, this isn't working for me, again, you just skip it. You could just be hanging out in that side stretch. Let's do 2 more here if you're game. Good, and then go ahead and extend that top arm back over. You can release those right fingertips down. Inhale up to center, and then exhale off to the right we go. So we take a few breaths here in this initial shape. Shoulder blades are releasing down. You're rooting evenly into both sit bones. So it's that right one that's gonna wanna pop up a little bit here. You might even take a little bit of twist. So those left ribs are wrapping up towards the ceiling. This is a great place to stay if you're enjoying this, if you're getting a nice stretch, some good sensation. If you wanted to do those crunches, you could bring your left hand to your left thigh. Bend that right elbow. So you're kind of just cradling your neck here. Maybe lean that elbow back, open up a little more. Nice. As you exhale, you just round and curl in. Inhale, open up. Exhale, 2. Inhale, open up. Exhale, round in 3. Good, inhale, open up. Exhale, we round in 4. Good, inhale, open up. And exhale, we round in 5. Inhale, back up to the top. You can stretch that top arm overhead, release those left fingertips down. Good, and then inhale, come back to center and take your hands on your thighs here. Make any little adjustments, so refresh your posture, come back to that Tadasana place, that home base. And then as we exhale, let's drop our chin towards our chest. And actually, let's flow this a little bit today too. So inhale, lift your chin. Exhale, drop in. Good, inhale, lift your chin. Couple more, exhale. Inhale. Good, exhale. And then let's inhale. You can keep the chin parallel here, or you might start to look up a little more. Drop your head back any amount. And then exhale. So just making that range of motion a little bit bigger, if you choose, for a few. Your next exhale, you can come back to center. So chin is parallel to the floor. And then let's just do that side to side a little bit. So we're taking a nice deep inhale at center. Exhale, drop right ear, towards right shoulder. Inhale, center. Exhale, left ear, left shoulder. Inhale up. Exhale to the right. Good, inhale, center. Exhale, left. Let's do 2 more complete cycles here. Again, you're just moving with your breath. You can speed it up or slow it down as feels good in your body. And then the next time your right ear is towards that right shoulder, we just pause here and breathe. So we simmer in this stretch that's happening on the left side of the neck. in those scalene muscles. And you can be quite intense, so you always back out a little bit if you need to. Conversely, you can always drop that ear towards that shoulder a little more if you need to. You might add sort of like a little body weight here by just releasing your left fingertips towards the floor. And then if you wanted to lift that left arm up, if you're in that variation, that too is going to just change where you're getting some stretch, some sensation. So you exhale, you can release that arm down. Inhale, head comes to center. And then exhale, we hang out on this left side. So you start to feel the stretch through the right side of your neck. And you get curious about how this side feels. There's usually one side that's tighter. You might even have some ideas about why that may or may not be true in your own body. And one of the great things about our yoga practice is that it teaches us to pay attention. And when we're paying attention, we can kind of start to sleuth things out. We can make little changes to help us feel better. This might be a great place to stay. You might want a little more, so you release your right fingertips down towards the floor. And just imagine even that there's like just a weight hanging from that right wrist. So you're just giving yourself a little extra. Good, and then maybe you lift your right arm and you get curious about where you start to feel some stretching. Get it in the back of the shoulder. I feel it in the armpit area a little bit, which is interesting and kind of nice. Couple more breaths here. Good, you can go ahead and release that right arm down if you took that variation. As you inhale, head comes back to center. And then just from your Tadasana, your mountain pose, let's just take our right arm in front. You can hold with your hand. You can hold on the upper arm, the lower arm. You could hook with your elbow. A lot of this just depends on how flexible, how long your limbs are. So lots of good places. And you're just using the strength of your left arm to pull your right arm in a little bit. Even here, can you keep both shoulder blades releasing down? And then we're going to release that arm and give the shoulders a little roll out before we go into the second side. All right, so left arm crosses in front and hold with that right hand, kind of anywhere on the arm that feels good in your body, and hook with the elbow if that works. Just feeling some nice stretch in that tricep area, that outer arm, in the shoulder. Good. We can release this side. Let's do a few rounds of our Surya Namaskara. So our half sun salutes. If you have blocks handy and you want to set those up on either side of your feet, that can be nice, not necessary. So adjusting here, just checking in with your posture, making sure knees are over your ankles, sitting nice and tall. Let's inhale, take the arms out and up. And then as you exhale, you can swan dive in, so taking the arms wide, or you could use your hands to help you roll on down, chin towards chest here. As you inhale, hands might come to shins or thighs or those blocks. You could be on fingertips on blocks, chest extends forward, gaze comes forward. Lovely. As you exhale, you fold back in, chin towards chest. And then inhale, your choice. You roll on up, maybe using your hands on your thighs to help you get there. Or you reverse swan dive out. So that requires a little more core. And then as you exhale, hands can come to heart center. You can take them out and down. Lots of ways to mix and match these sun salutes. We release the arms down again. Inhale, reach up. Utthita Hastasana into Tadasana. And exhale, hinge, forward fold in. Inhale, lengthen forward. Good, exhale, fold. And then rooting down to rise up. And exhale, hands to heart center. So let's do two more. I'm not going to cue. You can just move with your own breath. If you're not feeling these today, you could simply sit quietly, or you could return to your cat-cow. Let these feel really fluid, really graceful. It's like you're just breathing some space into your limbs. Good. When you've completed that second round, you can just pause with your palms together at your heart, allow your eyelids to close. And just taking stock again, checking in, noticing how you're feeling. About halfway through class, probably starting to feel some heat in your body. Maybe it feels like things are loosening up a little bit. You're sitting a little taller. You're finding more space, more access. All right, so from here, let's blink our eyes open, release our arms down by our sides. Inhale, arms reach out and up. And then we're going to cactus our arms here. So bending at the elbow, feel those shoulder blades squeeze in, a little lift of your sternum, deep inhale. Exhale, little twist to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, little twist to the left. Good, inhale back to center. And exhale, little twist to the right. Good, stretch the arms out. And then go ahead and release both hands down. So grabbing a piece of chair behind you, this left hand might come to your left thigh. For some of us, it might come to the outside of our right thigh. Wherever you're at, you're just pressing your shoulder heads back. You're feeling those shoulder blades squeeze in towards each other. You might be moving towards bringing your gaze out over that right shoulder. Trying to find a sense of expansion in your rib cage as you inhale and fill up. Let's stay in this twist here, but just bring your gaze forward. And then we're going to find that side stretch again. So you reach that right arm up and over. You might be gazing up underneath that top arm if it feels okay. Can you put a little more weight into that right sit bone? Good, and then let's inhale all the way up and back to center. Take an exhale here. Release the arms by your sides. Inhale, arms reach out and up. And then exhale, find that cactus shape again. Firm muscle to bone. Feel the shoulder blades squeeze in towards each other. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, little twist to the right. Inhale, back to center. And exhale, we twist to the left. Go ahead and extend your arms to straight. Reach out. Feel both sit bones press. And then as you exhale, you can release. Left hand behind you, right hand to that left thigh, pressing shoulder heads back. Wrapping right ribs to the left. Trying to fill up on your inhale. Maybe bringing your gaze out over that left shoulder if that feels okay in your neck. And then stay in the twist in your upper body, but just bring your gaze forward. And then inhale, take that left arm up and over. So this nice little twist with a side stretch. Put a little more weight into that left sit bone. You're wrapping those right ribs up towards the ceiling. Deep inhale here. Good, and then exhale, just unwind, come back to your Tadasana, your mountain pose. Let's take a couple breaths, notice how you're feeling. Good, so let's do one more twist before we move into our downward dogs. Just simple twist here, twisting crescent pose. So there'll be a couple of different variations so you can kind of gauge how deep you want to go. So position number one is to just stay exactly as you are in your Tadasana. If you would like to extend your left leg to straight, you're welcome to do so. Release your arms by your sides. Let's inhale, take the arms out and up. And again, let's just cactus those arms. So take them nice and wide. Deep inhale here. Exhale, a little twist to the right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, a little twist to the left. Inhale, center. And then we're going to exhale, twist to the right. Stretch the arms out. Good, and then go ahead and bring palms together at heart center. And you're vigorously pressing that right palm into the left palm and then the left palm into the right palm. And you're seeing what's in front of you. You might stay here like this. You might start to hinge forward. So you could bring that left elbow somewhere on that right thigh. You can always play with it if it feels like too much. You just go back to where you were. And in this configuration, you're really pressing that right palm into the left palm. You're rooting into your sit bones. You're wrapping your left ribs up towards the ceiling. You're keeping that breath smooth and steady. That inhale through your nose, that exhale through your nose. Good. Let's take a deep inhale here. And then as you exhale, you can unwind. Let's just do a little forward fold while we are here. So you could have your hands somewhere on your thighs. If you have those blocks handy or a desk or a wall in front of you, you could take your hands there. Some of us might even be able to get fingertips to the floor. Can you drop your chin towards your chest a little bit here so you're stretching into the back of your neck, that cervical spine? And then let's just keep this rounded shape here. You might bring your hands to your thighs. Keep your chin towards your chest. Nice and slow. You're going to just roll back up. You might get a little head rush there. Let's go ahead and give those shoulders a little roll out before we move into our second side. Very nice. So if you have that left leg extended, and bring it back in. Moving into our second side, which might look different than the other side. That's absolutely fine. So again, your options are to stay here like this, or if you wanted to extend your right leg to straight, you're welcome to do so. Releasing arms down by your sides. Inhale, arms will reach out and up. Quick little crescent pose. Exhale, cactus those arms. So shoulder blades are squeezing in towards each other. So stretch across the chest. Exhale, twist left. Inhale back to center. Exhale, twist right. Good. Inhale back to center. Exhale, twist left. And we hang out here. Extend the arms out to straight. Beautiful. And then bring your palms to press at heart center. So you're pressing left palm into right, and then right palm is pressing back into left. So the arms are really active here. This is a great place to stay. It might feel like plenty. If you wanted to start to hinge forward and just bring that right elbow somewhere on that left thigh, that can feel nice. For me, I feel more stretch and sensation in my lower back, especially that right side. And from here, you can really start to press that left palm into your right palm a little more. As that happens, you are leveraging those right ribs up towards the ceiling. And through all of this, you're keeping your breath smooth and steady. That inhale through your nose, that exhale through your nose. Good, let's take one more deep inhale here. And then exhale. You can unwind here. If you didn't take the forward fold, go ahead and start to make your way into that forward fold now. Allowing your chin to release towards your chest, so you're lengthening in the back of your neck. If you have that right leg extended, you're probably getting a nice stretch in your hamstring. Nice is like a relative term here. It can be quite intense. You can always bend that knee a little bit if you need to. And then again, nice and slow, chin stays tucked towards your chest. As you inhale, you slowly roll on up. And then one more time, give those shoulders a little roll out here. Ooh, I screwed up. I think on the other side, we went all the way back into crescent pose. I can't remember. It'll all be okay. Go ahead and bend this right knee if you had that leg extended. And we're gonna go ahead and move into some downward facing dogs. So you can use a wall in front of you. If you have a desk or a table in front of you, that works. An extra chair also works really well. So I am gonna do my setup here. If you're using a chair, you have the option to have either the seat or the back of the chair towards you. I personally like having the back towards me. I just feel like I have like more options. So I could use either this or the seat of the chair. So you can kind of play around, see what feels good. Do be careful if you're using a chair and you're on a slippery surface. Just make sure that it's not going to get away from you. All right, so you can kind of hinge forward, make sure that everything's at approximately the right distance, and then go ahead and come on up to a nice tall seat. So you have that nice mountain pose, Tadasana. Let's release the arms by our sides. And already here, before we even come into this pose, I want you to think about firming muscle to bone in your arms. So the arms are starting to feel really active and engaged. It's almost like you're getting some resistance, which we are going to get when we place our hands on the chair. Inhale, take the arms out and up. So just bring them to about shoulders distance, maybe slightly wider. Beautiful. And then press your palms to face forward, and you might spread your fingers a little bit. Can you widen across the backs of your shoulders? And then can you pull your lower belly in and up? And then reach, 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 start to hinge forward. And you're going to rest your hands down on that table, or the wall in front of you, or the chair. Your ears are between your upper arms, your inner upper arms, so your biceps. Your gaze is, probably about a foot in front of your toes. You could actually even be looking down at your toes. The important piece is to keep your neck nice and long. So you don't want to look up. That shortens the back of the neck. Think instead lengthening it. Follow that inhale through your nose and that exhale through your nose. And then you might think about kind of squeezing your forearms in towards each other. That's going to activate the upper arms a little more. And I want you to think inner arm wrapping towards outer arm. Outer arm is spiraling down towards the floor. So we have all of these little opposite actions happening to help make this such a strong, beautiful pose. And getting lots of length to the sides of your waist. We're lengthening out the spine. This downward dog is also a form of inversion, which is really nice. So it's like we're going upside down here. On your next inhale, go ahead and peek between your hands. And then you can take one hand to a thigh, then the other. And then you can just press your hands into your thighs to come on up. Hi, Scott. And then you're just taking a couple of breaths here. Kind of just sussing out how you're feeling. And then let's go ahead and do that again. So you can release your arms down by your sides. And again, think downward facing dog arms already. So they're feeling really active, really engaged. You're giving yourself a little resistance already. Take the arms out and up. And then spin the palms to face forward, spread those fingers, and then think lots of length as you root into your sit bones, but start to hinge forward. Reaching, reaching, reaching. Maybe it feels like you can take that chair a little further forward this time. You've found more space in your spine. Inner arms wrap towards outer arms. Ears are in line with your biceps, so the back of your neck is nice and long. And you can really press against that chair, so that's going to give you a little resistance. Going to help to fire up those arms a little more. Couple more breaths. Good. So as you inhale, start to just bring your gaze between your hands. Take opposite hand to thigh, then the other. And you can use the strength of your arms to press into your thighs, to roll on up. Just take a breath or two there. Again, when we come into those forward folds, sometimes we can get a little head rush when we're coming out of these poses. All right, so from here, let's just, we're gonna revisit our dog, but we're gonna just turn it into a little twist here. So arms release down by your sides. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, spin the palms forward, reach forward. And then you're gonna keep your gaze kind of between your hands. You're gonna walk your right hand to the left. So you're kind of lining up that wrist with your nose. Bring your left hand to your left thigh, elbow squeezing in. And then exhale, start to twist those right ribs to the left. You're kind of pressing that left shoulder back, so you're getting a nice stretch there. If you wanted, you could reach those left fingertips back. And you could play with having the palm facing behind you or forward. It's pretty similar, but maybe in your body you'll feel a little something different. Again, just kind of seeing how long you can get here. You're rooting into your sit bones even as you're wrapping those right ribs up towards the ceiling. These look terrific. Good. As you exhale, just start to unwind. You can sweep that left hand back to your chair. Just find your classic downward dog here. And then we're going to take our left hand off to the right, an inch or two. Right hand is going to come to that right hip. It's going to squeeze in. Good. And then you're going to start to spin those left ribs to the right. You're pressing that right shoulder head back. So in addition to the twist here, you might be getting a little shoulder stretch. Right hand can stay on that right hip, or you can extend that elbow to straight. And again, maybe just play with a little of that internal rotation at the arm bone and then external. Notice how that feels. Notice if it changes the equation of where you're feeling sensation in your body. Couple more breaths. How long can you get? And you really root into those sit bones and then extend through that left side of your waist. All right, and then start to untwist here. Reach that right arm forward again. Couple breaths in downward dog. And hopefully this feels like your most spacious downward dog yet. Bring your gaze forward, right hand to your thigh, left hand to your thigh, and then press your hands to come on up. Give the shoulders a little roll out here. And then let's do a little breath work. I think it's been a few weeks since we've done any of our alternate nostril breathing. So let's do that because it's fun. So give the wrists a little roll out. Do your little finger pops, little jazz hands, fireworks. Good. And then let's just release our left hand down. So you're going to use your right hand. Doesn't really matter what fingers you're using to block. Sort of the more like classic yoga mudra here is to bend your second and third, the fourth and the pinky finger kind of coming together. Whatever configuration you're doing, find that bony part of your nose and then move down till you feel that cartilage, that soft spot. So that's where you're going to be pressing, nice and light. It doesn't have to be very intense. What tends to happen here is that this right shoulder gets involved, this elbow wants to help out. So you're just going to be mindful as we start to move into this alternate nostril breathing to keep the shoulders relaxed. Allow both eyes to close if they haven't already. Inhale through both nostrils. Exhale through both nostrils. Let's block left, inhale right. Exhale right. Block right, inhale left. Exhale left. Block left, inhale right. Exhale right. Block right, inhale left. Exhale left. Block left, inhale right. Exhale right. Block right, inhale left. Exhale left. Block left, inhale right. Exhale right. Block right, inhale left. Exhale left. Block left, inhale right. Exhale right. Block right, inhale left. Exhale left. Release your right hand down. Inhale through both nostrils. And exhale through both nostrils. And then let's use our left hand to block the nose. So go ahead and lift that arm up. Inhale through both nostrils. Exhale through both nostrils. Block right, inhale left. Exhale left. Block left, inhale right. Exhale right. Block right, inhale left. Exhale left. Block left, inhale right. Exhale right. Block right, inhale left. Exhale left. Block left, inhale right. Exhale right. Block right, inhale left. Exhale left. Block left, inhale right. Exhale right. Block right, inhale left. Exhale left. Block left, inhale right. Exhale right. Block right, inhale left. Exhale left. Block left, inhale right. Exhale right. Release your left hand down. Inhale through both nostrils. And exhale through both nostrils. And then just pause a moment here. Notice how you're feeling after that breathing. And then you're going to start to move to some form of Shavasana. You might stay exactly where you're at. Did we lose my sound?
No, I can hear you. No.
Can you hear me now? Yeah, I'm back. Sorry about that. That's a good way to ruin Shavasana. All right, so go ahead and find a place where you can just relax. You might stay in exactly the same place that you are. You might use that chair, that desk in front of you. Just rest your head, so kind of coming into a supported child's pose. And give yourself permission here to not worry about anything at the moment, not think about anything. So you're kind of just trying to find that clear focus space in your mind. You're allowing your breath to find its own natural rhythm. So you're letting go of the idea of having to control that. And then we're just going to be here for a few moments, soaking up this stillness.
Can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Sorry about that. I don't know what's happening. All right, so coming out of Shavasana, so circle, ankles, wrists, wiggle fingers, toes, and then eventually just bring your palms in a pile on top of your heart. Send yourself love and gratitude for showing up and working hard. Send each other love and gratitude. Promise yourself you're going to carry this good feeling with you into the rest of the day ahead. Finally, just bow your head with a smile. Beautiful. Thank you.